R&B Money. We up. Tank. J Valentine. We are the authorities on all things R&B.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tank.
I'm J Valentine.
And this is the R&B Money Podcast, the authority on all things R&B. Yeah, I mean, today is, it's a beautiful day, man.
Yeah.
It's a day where, you know, we get to talk to and interact with a man who's multifaceted.
Yeah.
Bilingual. Multicultural.
Yeah. I think he got a skincare line.
I mean, great skin.
Yeah.
Great skin. A character to go with the skin.
Yeah.
This is how you diversify your portfolio. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't always gonna be cracking in one area, and you got another area to hold you up.
Listen, I become the podcast nigga.
Come on now, he's the podcast. When was somebody gonna tell me that the podcast nigga can sing? You understand what I'm saying? In honor of diversifying your portfolio and being good at every asset in that motherfucker, Rotimi in the building.
Hey, what up? Hey, so the two languages I speak, the third language I speak is called sexy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called sexy. It's butterscotch language.
Yeah.
It's called sexy, baby. Yes. You understand? So it's three of them. Not two, three.
This is your camera right there.
Oh, well, I had to look at him in his face. I had to look at him.
I was getting ready to go.
Relax. You don't speak the language.
I do speak the language.
Okay, no, please. That's
I do
not-
try to.
You need Rosetta Stone.
It's better when you're not here. When you are not here, I'm on my A game. How does that sound?
Horrible, brother. Horrible, brother. Yeah. It's okay, though. I love you.
It's the truth. You know what I mean? We live in our truth.
Always.
Thank you, my brother. So I could not have been in Wakanda, is what you're telling me.
No, you're in Irvington, New Jersey.
Not even coming to America too? No.
No coming to America too for me.
No, not at all.
Okay, you have to teach me. I'm willing to learn. Listen, man, first of all, thank you, my brother. I mean, you know, we family, but
Yes, sir.
you know, we know your time is precious, man, and we appreciate that how you've grown.
Thank you, bro.
And we support, you know what I'm saying, how you've been successful.
Thank you,
and
my
we don't
brother.
take that for granted, you know what I'm saying? Even within friendship, man, we always want to salute and respect that.
Amen. Thank you,
100%, man. How you feeling, man? You got, you know, your Fendi two-piece.
Oh,
you know, it's just-
Thank you, bro.
You're dressing like an American today.
Is that American today?
I thought I was putting on like some.
He tried to go with a little tribal print.
I said my
You know what I'm
African
saying?
brother's coming. No.
No. He got the Michael Jordan hoops.
Yeah, I
like,
thought this
oh.
nigga was gonna show up with motherfucking food.
I did that yesterday, though.
Oh, but we ain't cool enough. Okay, cool. That's all right.
He showed up like, you know what I'm saying, like the flu game.
Yeah.
Might be a Ferrari outside.
Come on.
It's different.
Come on. Nah, I feel great, bro. You know, for me, I'm in a place of like self-learning, you know, self-growth. Like this year, I told myself I'm going to do a lot of things for myself. You know, like for the last 10 years, I've been working, taking care of everybody, draining myself. And it's like, damn, like what is Rotimi like? Who is Rotimi genuinely? Like where are we going with who I am and what do I love to do as a man? And so I'm at that place where it's like, okay, yeah, career is great, this and this, but peace of mind is everything for me right now. Everything. So just growing in self, really, you know. And it translates to the music, it translates to everything, but just peace of mind and really enjoying doing it while I'm doing it.
Yeah, because I mean, there is a discovery within working and you know, and all the trials and tribulations that come along with that.
Yes.
But then, you know, there's so much life outside of work.
Yes, bro.
Which is so important when it comes to your peace of mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What are and where are those recharging stations? Those things that are going to sustain you through the work.
Because as entertainers, we're everyone else's getaway.
So what is ours? Who is ours?
Yeah.
What is you know?
And then when we don't do it, it's hey man, when you gone?
Yeah.
Damn, I can't.
Bro,
Go to the grocery store too?
I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro.
I like Whole Foods.
It's like we're not human. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We're just an imagination, we're fantasy, but people forget that, we bleed, we go through things. And so for me, like that peace of mind has just been prayer, it's been fasting, it's been health, it's been just being still, just saying, I'm not doing anything. You know, it's Instead of doing so much, like, I got to be a part of this, got to be. It's like, nah, man, I don't need to do anything. Let God take control.
Yeah.
And that's where I literally am now, bro.
Well, I think that's also a key in terms of longevity, right? And then another nuance to add to that, the quality of that longevity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like how you're around, for a long time is just as important as you being around for a long time.
Absolutely.
And trusting your talent.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to trust your talent.
Yeah.
A lot of talented people don't actually trust their talent. They feel like they're going to run out. So they rush into bad deals. They rush into doing bad things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, it's like, especially in this day and age, that's not going away. It's going to be there. Like, maybe we're on a different subject, but when your name comes up,
Remember
they're
when
going to dial that back up on you.
Yeah.
So, you gotta be mindful of that. And just like I said, just trust your talent. Your talent going to still be there.
Do you feel like social media has like made it feel like I got to do this, or you think it's the label more so, or do you feel like it's
I think
support system?
Talented people have always been impatient.
Yes.
It's something about
for sure
singing that first note in the bathroom and being like, somebody got to hear it. Somebody else got to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to go that route,
right?
I think that that impatience has always been there, but now you get to see other people's.
Yes.
In front of you. You see how impatient they are. Because if you watch it, you're like, you probably moving too fast. Or you probably should have let that bake a little longer before you took it out the oven. And you can see that now. And for some, you see that and then you go and do the same thing. Or you say, hey, I'm going to chill. I'm going to wait till it's my time and I'm ready.
You got to be able to identify, your lane or your position within all of that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so the labels are going off of old information. By the time they get the analytic, it's already happened. So they're just in a space where they're just trying to reproduce that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? But those results may not happen because of the same thing. Right? You may get the same results, but your output may be completely different than the analytic that they got on somebody else that was doing whatever that they feel like we have to reproduce that in order to get that.
Exactly.
Not true.
It's not at all.
You just have to do your thing your way.
Yes.
The way it connects.
Yes.
And then once you either figure out how you want to super serve that or not, we got a lot of artists that are mystery artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who survive in this mysterious space and then put up one post and only got one post on their whole page. And people in a frenzy, 1.2 million. Like, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
So it's just like the labels have an idea of what they see happening, but it's already happened.
Yes.
So it's all different. I don't think there is no right or wrong way in terms of being active.
Absolutely.
It should just be you.
Just be you.
And that's the hardest thing for people who are really talented to actually say, "Oh, I could just be myself." Because you're taught to, that word, that, like you said, the labels will be like, okay, I got to sound like this person, and if you can actually sing and do it like that, you're like, oh, but it never connects. And that's what happened with me. So for me, I was like, oh, I can do this type of record. Oh, I could do that too. I could do it. Oh, I did it. And when I sat back and I was like, you know what, Ro, just do what you feel is right. You are really the definition of African American.
Oh, so you stop right there. Don't you do this. Okay, we're going to get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Because we had so much interaction before you got there.
Yes.
You and I personally.
Yes, bro.
So let's go back.
Okay. My bad.
Back into time.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to the very beginning where somebody said to you, man, you got something. Or you realized it for yourself.
Or
your daddy told you need to go be a doctor instead.
It's reality where both can happen at the same time. They're both true. All right, so it started even before I was born. So my mom had a dream. So my mom is a prayer warrior. So she had a dream that Bob Marley came to her and said, your son is going to finish my legacy. So that's what she did. And most African parents are always going to be like, no, you need to be a doctor, a lawyer. So when she had that message, she's either like, okay, well, Bob Marley was a politician. He was kind of like he was smart enough to be a lawyer. He was but it was the music. So when I started singing around 3, 4, she started hearing me sing in the shower. And she was like, oh, that's what it is. So she said to my dad, like, listen, I know our structure, I know our family, I know everything. I know there's no one else in the family who's ever done music. But I was given this message before he even arrived.
So she had never told your father that?
She never told, because she didn't know what it was. It was like, are you going to be, he was into politics, so she was just like, until she finds out. So she was like, I had the dream. And once she realized that's what it was, my mom became my first manager. So she had me singing at Nigerian weddings when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old.
So where are you living at this point?
So I was in New Jersey.
You're in Jersey? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So we're in Maplewood, New Jersey. Actually, East Orange, New Jersey at this point. So I'm singing at Nigerian weddings all over the East Coast, from Connecticut to Philly. So that's what started happening. And then she was like, oh, you need to join the children's choir, New Jersey Children's Choir. So I did that and realized, okay, I love this type of music, but this is still not me. So she then started saying, what do you want to do? I said, I want to be like Michael Jackson. So I was a kid that every family member was like looking at and wanting to perform in front of everybody. And that's when it kind of just realized, like, okay, I love what I'm doing. And then at 15, I did the Apollo Theater. So I did the Apollo Theater, and I was just like, I just want to skip school on Wednesday.
Were you by yourself, or you
just me by myself? It was just me by myself. It was me by myself, and I was in the adult category because I was a late add-on. So it was terrifying, bro. Like, so just knowing that, okay, you got 35-year-olds, 32-year-olds, 25-year-olds in my category. It's like, okay, yeah, I might get some mercy as a kid, but they ready to boo no matter what.
Right.
If you know the Apollo Theater. So I did that and ended up winning. So then came back the following week and I came second. So then that's when I realized, okay, this is really, really, really what I want to do.
So yours aired. It aired on TV. You went in, or was this like...
This was right before...
You get to there.
Yeah, you get to there. You get to there. So for me...
I was about to Google.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was right before I get to there. So if I would have came first, then yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the second time came second. So then Jay-Z's nephews moved into town. And so one of the nephews wanted to rap. His name was Ramel. So Ramel, Spanky, all of them, they became a group. And they were like, well, yo, you the singing nigga everywhere around town. Like, join our group. So I joined the group, and then Hov was like, look, if y'all serious, I need y'all to come to the crib every Saturday that I'm in town. And I want you to perform all your records that you writing during the week for me. So that was when I was like, okay, all right, how good are you, Ro? Is this really what you want to do? You got the greatest, or possibly the greatest of all time, spending 3-4 hours of his weekend with you, So we're writing after school every day, writing. So we'll go perform, and he would just be like, okay, that's whack. That's great. Your voice sound powerful on that, but lyrics is good. Oh, your stage presence is to do it again. So we'll be doing it for 2-3 hours. So this is now 16 and 17. So by this time, the group was called MBH. And we're like literally performing at all the talent shows, college talent shows, high school talent shows, winning everything. And then that was with the conversation I had to have with my mom. Like, well, I don't want to go to college. Like, I want to just keep doing this. Yeah. I want to join Rock Nation, Yeah. And my mom was like, Rotimi, you're not the nephew of this man. What are you doing? You're not going to be, he doesn't have to sign you. So it was like, all right, well, I'm good enough.
That was great.
So much better.
I got to study. It's way better than mine.
I mean, he's cheating.
He is cheating. It's
fine.
It's in his blood.
Yeah.
So I had just gotten accepted into Northwestern for vocal performance, and Northwestern's in Evanston, Illinois. Mm-hmm. So I got accepted. So my mom was like, you're going to skip basically an Ivy League school to go take a chance on, this group. And I was like, well, Mom, we're good. We're winning this and this. She was like, nah, as soon as they don't want to rock with you and when they get go, let you go. But you always have a college degree.
Right.
So, and that was so I went to college basically for my parents. And yeah, so I can keep going.
Did you finish?
Yeah.
Did you finish school?
Yeah, I graduated.
Were you still doing the group and all of that?
Or did you have to leave the group to go to school?
So I had to leave a group. So that was a whole thing. Like we're great today, but That was a whole
They
thing.
was pissed, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Like,
yeah.
oh, dang, you think you better? It was a whole thing, you know, and I felt like I was betraying them. It was like, dang, you're not even really one of us. You never believed. And again, we all 16, 17.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's a tough conversation.
It's
though,
a hard
with
conversation.
your guys.
Yeah.
Like, you spent that much time with.
Yes,
You said 16, 17.
16, 17. So at this point in time, we've been working and going to Hove's crib, you know, off and on for almost a year and a half, you know? So you're going to throw it all away for this and dang. Like,
It's a hell of a dream versus reality.
What?
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when you believe.
Yes.
When you're that close.
You're not
Yes.
close.
Yes.
Like you're sitting across from someone who could change your life.
And they're saying you're good.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And
like
you got to end too, because I'm in the group with the nephew.
I'm good with nephews, right?
He
Yeah.
ain't gonna dog his nephew.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I just don't think.
But we also knew that the pressure was on us even more because
course.
they had to be better than him.
good,
You
yeah.
know, and better than good, better than him type of energy.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of stress, good stress that prepared me for life later down the road because you're starting to see like, oh man, like you have to bring your A game every day. Even though you're mentally not developed yet, you still like, okay, the dog in you's born at that time for real.
Yeah.
And so
So you got a vocal degree?
no, hell no. So listen. So I went to went to school for vocal performance, and I realized. So in college, right? So you got like, so every class is 1 credit, and you need about 4 credits to get past the semester, right?
Okay.
So you can have like 4 classes or 2 classes that equal 1, right? So in vocal performance at Northwestern at the time, I don't know how it is now, but vocal performance, every class was like 0.5, 0.3, 0.2.
That's weak.
So you gotta do music theory, music analysis, music this, keyboard, blah, blah, blah. So you there from 7 a.m., then choir, you there from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
That's
I'm like,
weak.
dog, nah, there's too many joints on campus, but I'm not gonna be here doing this every day.
Because
like,
you're talking to a dropout and I never went.
So we agree.
So what you saying right now?
oh, y'all good?
Nah, champ.
Yeah, yo. So I'm in
and I had
school.
a full scholarship.
Yeah, see,
Good luck.
bro. I thought about it, but nah,
I didn't show up to the audition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know.
My high school music teacher was like, yeah, so, I went to, School of Music, Berkeley School of Music, and, I have some connections, man. I would love to,
Yeah.
I'm going to set up an audition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Wrong.
Back to the block I go.
Wrong.
So you ain't want to go at all. You were just talking.
Hell no.
So you had no plan of going to college.
Hell no.
Oh, that's crazy.
Not for music.
Oh, but at all though.
Definitely not for music, because for music, so I had another opportunity in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had already, it was weird for me because I had already done music professionally
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a child.
As a child, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So when my brother passed, we moved back to San Francisco, and I had just been on Soul Train 6 months before that.
Yeah.
So when I get back, I'm the kid that was just on that.
Yeah.
Now I gotta figure out how to be regular in the hood again.
Yeah.
So I didn't sing for a couple years. I didn't sing at all for a couple years. A couple people tried to get me to get in groups and some different shit. And then when I got in high school, I realized that if I took music, it's an easy A. I just looked at it as an easy A.
Yeah.
So the first music teacher was like, you probably should go look at, the School of the Arts. I'm going to school to play basketball, though.
Yeah.
I'll go to a basketball school. And the teacher's like, there's a School of the Arts in San Francisco, too, that's good, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you talking about them kids that wear all black all day in trench coats and be smoking cigarettes at the bus stop?
Yeah.
I ain't fuck with them niggas, right? The music school niggas was weird to me.
Yeah.
So didn't do that. Never went, because they were trying to hook me up to go check out the School of the Arts. Didn't do that. So then senior year comes, same conversation. Like, listen, you can go to school for free as a singer. I'm like, go to school for free as a singer for some shit I already been paid for as a kid.
It's backwards. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that don't really, it just
Yeah.
didn't, like you said, it didn't add up. So
Yeah.
I was more, and at this point I was just in love with playing basketball. I had a, affinity for that. That became my thing. So, nah,
Couldn't do it.
couldn't do it, bro. And I didn't want to be a starving student either.
I feel you, bro. I had no. Bro, the thing is, I don't even remember one thing I learned in school. That's the thing. Like
Nothing.
nothing. I remember. It's true. Like it's like
Do you feel like it gave you structure?
yes. it gave me structure. It gave me how to compartmentalize my time. It gave me. I mean, I went to school. I just turned 17 and going to college. So I was a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I had to go to the Midwest by myself. You know, and so it was like, okay, this is how you survive. You know, and like I'm an only child, so being out, I was like, oh, you sink or swim. You know what I mean? And then it was a culture shock. It was majority white people. So it was like, all right, so how are you going to survive in this? Okay, this is the type of music they like, so you kind of got to incorporate a little bit of this. And then, all right, well, da-da-da-da. So it was like, oh, this is how you got to kind of speak to people like this. So it was like college for me was like more about the handshakes.
It's more of an environmental study.
Yeah, it was like more about the handshake you make and not the classes you take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was really about environmental and like learning about who I was.
The communication.
And even just, and then at the time it was like, how much do I really enjoy music? Because I used to go, well, we used to sneak into that. So there was a studio there that was for the music program. So to go back, I dropped the music vocal performance because I was like, yo, I'm not taking 8 classes. Yeah, like that's not fair to nobody. So I went to microeconomics, and I was like, I ain't doing this. Yeah, bro. I was like, this is hard. It was calculus and all this and X squared. But I was like, no. For what? We do. Yeah, exactly. So let me just do communications, man. Yeah. I was like, let me just do communication. So that was like, okay, psychology and, you know, theater 101, the history of theater. Like, it was cool and just communicate calm. It was fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it was where the girls was at. Yeah, like.
They weren't in micro.
They was not in micro. Not
where the lady
micro.
fit? Where the lady fit?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I want to be where the lady fit.
You gonna walk in class with a list?
What you gotta believe? Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
So for me, bro, like, so we used to sneak into the studio that was just for the engineering kids. So we got cool with the janitor. So we sneak in at 1:00 at night and just record like our mixtapes. So me and my guys at school. So then it was like, okay, I really like. So we would just start printing out the mixtapes, selling it right before class. And it's cold as hell in Chicago. So we really on the block, like at a Northwestern Ivy League school, just passing out mixtapes $3. And we started realizing, oh, people really buying this. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we're like, yo, just come to our shows. So then we started packing out the shows. So that's when it was like, all right, so the hustle mentality, okay, you're actually really good. It doesn't matter what skin color it is. Okay, let's keep going. So then you'll start taking like trains to the city, go to Chicago and just do like the open mics there. And that's where I met Jeremiah. Okay. Because he was coming, the Birthday Sex was about to drop at that time. And he was doing it, and then Will from Day 26 had his open mic. So it was like a family that was starting to form out there for me, you know. But it was cool, man. It was a lot of growth in that time from 17 to 21.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
So you graduate college.
Yes, sir.
Do you stay in Chicago?
Yes. So I graduate. So here's how it goes.
Or Illinois?
So I graduate. Yep. So I graduate. So I moved to the hood in Chicago when I graduated. So right at this point in time,
it was the hood?
No, I didn't know it was the hood. So it's Hyde Park.
You moved where you could, though.
I moved where I could afford. Yeah. And you know anything Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Oh, when you see Martin Luther King Boulevard, you know that.
You know, I was there.
Martin.
I was there with Martin Luther King Boulevard. So when I did that, it was me and my manager living together at that time. So my dad was like, yo, since you finished school, I'll pay half your rent for the first year so you can follow music.
Shout out to Pops,
Crazy.
man.
He was like, since you graduated, I'll give you 6 months rent to just figure out what the hell you want to do.
That's dope.
So this is when it gets interesting. So we really didn't have money. I was a struggling artist. I'm starting to see all my friends get economic jobs and working for Wall Street because Northwestern sets you up for that. Yeah. So I'm just basically in the hood now at this point, me and my manager, and he's like, yo, like, you ever thought about acting, bro? Like you shot like two music videos. You real natural in front of the camera. Like, let's try to get money to do a commercial. That was how it started. I was like, well, bro, I don't got no resume or anything. I never really act before. Like, what? He was like, nah, just let's just put your. He was like, just put the 2-3 music videos you did, and we just say you went to Northwestern and just see what happens. So I go spend the day going to every agency in the city. Nobody took me because there was no agent. There was nothing. I had no resume. The only agency that took me was a small boutique agency, and the only reason why she took me is because her son was a freshman at Northwestern. So she was like, let me just make sure alumni is okay. Like, I don't know if you can act or not, but like, if you want to do this, let me make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
So she was like, all right, let me do a camera test, you know, this Gatorade script that I got, just see what you do. At this point in time, I didn't know I had like a photographic memory. So I don't know I can look at something.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I did it, and she was just like, whoa, okay. This is your... So you didn't study at Northwestern? I said, no, why? She was like, all right, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sign you. So it's Monday. She was like, there's a audition for a TV show called Boss on Wednesday. I was like, all right, well, what do I do when I go into audition? Like, how's it set up? Is the casting director? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, don't go in thinking that you're gonna get this job. The role is already cast for. I just want you to get used to being in front of a casting director and the elements of auditioning. So just a friend is doing me a favor. Her name's Claire. Shout out to Claire Simon, man. She looked out. So a friend is doing me a favor by letting you in. So I was like, all right, cool. So I took the papers for the audition, and I was like, all right, cool. Well, all right, boom. All right, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna get it, so let me just have fun with this.
Yeah, have fun.
So I learned that. So I was like, all right. Yeah. I go in. So then I see Kelsey Grammer. So Kelsey Grammer is coming in to basically tell the casting agency, thank you for casting my new show, which is Boss. So she was like, well, Kelsey, why don't you just stay? This, you know, if you see anything with this kid has never acted before. He's just see what you know. He's like, all right. I really didn't know who he was. I just remember seeing him on Frasier. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know. So I'm like, okay, cool. I wasn't fazed by it. So I'm so in my music bag at this point. You remember when you could write the website of your website on a wristband?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm over there at rotimimusic.com.
To Kelsey Grammer.
rotimimusic.com.
Hey, yo, check out my mixtape, baby.
I got you. No, if you go scroll down when you go to the website, like straight up, bro. You're not giving a damn. Like, yo, we in the, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking great.
Crazy, bro. So great. I'm like, so they're all laughing. So that's like, okay, so they're laughing. It's, okay, the mood just got.
Ice is broken.
Yeah. Ice is broken. So again, another skill that I'm like, oh, wow, okay. Ice is broken. It's cool. So then I just do it. I do the audition. So Kelsey's like, I'll never forget. He was like, can you try it, you know, with a little this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So I'm like, all right, cool. Boo, 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 boo. He said, so you study, because at the time, Northwestern was one of the top theater programs in the country.
Gotcha.
Did you know this?
I didn't know this.
Okay, gotcha.
So when she said you went to Northwestern,
he was
already like, oh, you probably studied with Don. So he was like, oh, you studied with Don Mora, because Don Mora's one of the. I said, but I don't know who Don Mora is. I never met Don Mora. Who is he? He's like, no, it's a 60-year-old white woman. I said, oh, okay, all right, cool, all right, we're back, you know. So then I do it about another 3-4 times. And he was like, man, I haven't seen natural ability since like a Jamie Foxx. He's like, you really do music, huh? I was like, yeah, I sing, man. He was like, okay, well, Claire, let's figure something out. I remember that. I was like, so anyway, so 2 weeks later, they call and say, I got the job. So it becomes, I'm terrified, bro. It's like, okay, my first deal.
So now you're scared.
Now I'm scared.
First it was like,
now it's like, yo, you getting 6 figures out of school and you don't know what you doing. You don't know why are you paying me this money? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do to earn this money. How am I like? How does this make sense? So Kelsey was like, once I got the call, once I got the deal, once I did the deal, Kelsey was like, yo, come meet me. He's like, okay, so let me explain to you the basics. This is camera left, camera right. These are called sides. These are this and this. So every time we have scenes together, I need you to come to my trailer 2 hours before, and we'll do scene study together. I said, okay. So Kelsey Grammer was basically my first acting teacher, bro.
Crazy. That's nuts.
Crazy. So he was like, man, like just little cool things that like you can learn, you know, from a great, you know what I mean? And so it was like, so episode 1 was my first acting class for real. So so you go on Netflix and watch Boss, that's my first acting class of what things are and where things are. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So I meet you
Yes.
in LA.
Yes.
I want to say I don't even think you lived in LA yet.
No. I never lived in LA.
So you didn't live.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when I meet him, I am.
Wait, yeah, that was. Did I do Boss yet?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, you were on the show. Is that the show with T.I.?
Yeah. Second season of that one. Yep.
So I happened to be at a label at the time. I was consulting, and I'm just kind of in and out.
That's crazy, bro.
They're like, "Yo, we got this kid coming in. Would you mind coming in?" Pretty much that same type of Kelsey Grammer type of thing. Like, would you mind coming to just see him?
Yeah.
I'm like, I already have the projects that I'm helping with, and I'm not, I'm consulting. I'm not working there. So I'm like, I could say yes or say no. Wow. And I'm like
13, bro.
And I'm like, yeah, okay. And like, no, you should see him, man. He's talented. I was like, all right. So I go in, and the whole label shit, man. We sitting down, and he got to say who he is, and, do the whole thing. And when he says his name, I'm like, that nigga foreign. Right? It's my first thing that pops up to me. I'm like, he foreign.
Yeah.
Right? So he sings and he plays. He has some songs he plays, and when they leave, and they're like, so what you think? I was like, yo, he's dope. I was like, I just think he needs better music. Right? I'm like, I think the music, they got to figure out, what kind of music he does. Because at that point, and I don't even remember the music now, I was so many years ago, but I felt like it just felt like everyone else's music.
But back to the point we were talking about.
It felt like everyone else's music, so I didn't see, unless they were going to fully put you with all the top producers and all that type of thing, where you gotta really run an artist through it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear your individuality yet.
Absolutely.
And this is my honest to God truth.
Absolutely.
I was just like, he's talented.
Yeah.
I was like, he's talented. And I think I had maybe seen like one episode of the show at the time. And I'm like, and he got the acting thing going on.
Yeah.
I was like, so that's some, cross promotion,
the
whole shit. And, obviously they end up not doing the deal.
Yeah.
And then I run into him at LA Fitness. It's like, so we used to have this run at LA Fitness. And that's why I thought you lived here at the time. It's like me, Mickey Halstead, Don Cannon.
That's crazy.
Couple other music heads. We would just all go hoop. Master P used to pull up randomly. Like it was just, but it was like a cool little ass gym, a little ass LA Fitness that just used to be niggas in there hooping. And I'm like, this nigga go. And I'm like, all right. When we first saw each other, I'm like, oh shit, that's the nigga from the meeting. It might have had to been like a week after. It was like right after. You know how that shit go. And we became cool off of that. And I'm like, he can hoop. I like him. Cool young fella, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with whatever else he doing. And you know, then it becomes the, hey man, like what's going on? And what's next for you? And what you trying to do? And what you trying to put together? And just watching how you developed from that moment was always really cool. It was always a really cool thing because we come across so many people in this business and you meet good people. But good things don't always happen to good people or for good people.
Especially in this industry, bro.
Yeah.
What?
You know? Like,
man.
it's very seldom that it happens for the good guys. So when it does, him and I, we always try to make sure we celebrate that.
Amen. Yeah.
Because we watch so many assholes
go crazy.
Go crazy. The assholes.
Go crazy.
Yeah, bro.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean,
as we said, God works in mysterious ways.
You don't know what God said.
We don't know what
just as well as the unjust.
Yeah.
So watching you develop has been amazing, man.
Thank
it
you.
really
I think we
has.
met hooping.
Did y'all meet hooping
Did
too?
we? Damn, where did we?
I think it was it Sprite?
Yes. I think it was it BT.
Oh, the BT game.
BT. It was Snoop played. I think
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
I have 40. Oh, he still got it. I know. He
40.
still has
Did
that
you win?
trophy.
You won, right?
Yeah. I
No,
got
he
the
still has the MVP trophy.
trophies over there.
No, I'm about to tell you the funny part though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want to say I just started managing him
At that
around
time?
that time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
This nigga made me call
Yeah.
everybody possible about his free year of Sprite. He was 2 years.
Sprite.
He was not playing.
Wait, so MVP got 2 years
Yeah.
of free Sprite?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, bro.
That's
He had so much Sprite in his
Because I
garage
won
at one
2 years
point.
in a row.
Oh,
Right.
So when they fronted on me the first year, I came back and I was like, "Who running this? Who's running this?" And they were like, "Oh, well, the director, the Sprite director, he's not here right now, but he's coming." And I was like, "Okay, all right, I'm gonna see him after the game."
Yeah.
So I go crazy that game too. I win MVP. I said, "Nah," and then they came to present me with this stuff. I said, "You the guy?
Yeah.
You're the guy? Where's my Sprite? Where's my Sprite, man? I need my Sprite."
He's serious, bro.
I'm serious. So here's what Sprite does.
Yeah.
You don't look at the camera.
Sprite sends me a year's supply of Sprite that expires in 3 months.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
listen, his house was like the scene in Talladega Nights. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Tank's kids, him. You go over his house and like, you want Sprite?
You want Sprite? As soon as you come through the door, you need a Sprite. I got Sprite in all flavors. What you got? You need a Sprite? Then we couldn't get rid of the Sprite. Then we had to throw the Sprite away. After
All
it
the
expired.
flavors, bro.
Oh yeah, you could hoop.
funny.
That's what made me. That's what made me
funny.
gravitate to you too.
Wow. Yeah. 2000. Yo, time is moving, but that was 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after that deal doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Then what's next?
So after that deal doesn't happen. That was season 2 of Boss.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started recording. That was probably so then this is what happened. So somebody named Valentino from West Africa at the time heard one of my records at the time and was like, "Yo, you're African, right? You got a little twang of like, if we cultivate some of this sound, like we could work with this." Like, and again, this is before Afro beats was what it is at all. It was either you made music that was in Africa or you made music here. And so he was like, "Yo, man, like I love your tone, man. Like, let's figure something out, because I got this artist named WizKid, and I got this artist named Banky W, and I got this artist named Scales, that they're coming to America to do like a American tour. It's WizKid's tour. So we're doing like 700 seaters, 500, 700 seats. Would you like to be a part of the tour?" Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I don't know who any of these people are, but I could travel and, So I put my money up to go on the tour with them. So
they offer you a spot, but you gotta.
I had to put my money up.
Okay.
Yeah. So they offered me a spot, but I had to put my money up. So they were like, "We don't know what's gonna happen, but Wiz is starting to cultivate a fan base in the States."
Did you have to do a buy-on as well?
Yeah.
So you not only so here goes the informative side. This is where we get into the information on this podcast.
Yeah.
There are so many people who be like, "Man, why do they just don't put such and such on that tour? And why don't I?" Because sometimes you have to find a way to take care of other ancillary things for the tour through opening acts and through, you know what I mean? And it made, and yes, it was an opportunity, but it was also, this kid might have some money, and he could put some money toward this tour.
Exactly.
And that's when it comes to the show buy-on.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a win-win for everybody.
For everybody, right.
If
You're paying for the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're giving you the opportunity.
Exactly. So when Wiz came to the States, that was like my guy. Like,
okay,
and
still my immediately guy. Clicked.
Immediately, because he's one of us, bro. Like, so immediately clicked, and so we did like 20 cities together at that time, and it was just learning more about the culture, learning about the music, and it was like, bro, watch what happened, bro, in like 8-10 years, bro. We about to take this, like professing and saying this. He always knew he was gonna be that. You know what I mean? And so I like, man, I'm trying to just stay doing both, man, and just make it work. So blah blah blah. So it was just cool to see what he's doing now, and it's amazing. So so we did the tour. So this is where it gets crazy. So did the tour, and then Boss gets canceled. So my dad was like this. He was like, "Listen, you made such and such money, but I'm only going to give you $40,000 of the money, and I'm going to save the money for you. If you want to go on other auditions, if you want to just focus on music, if you want to get an apartment somewhere, you got $40,000 to do whatever you do." So I'm competitive. So he was like, "Are you really nice? Are you really that guy? Or you did like," he was talking to me like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so he was like, "I mean, you can. I don't know if you do it. I mean, you might need more money." So he's just talking and like, and so I was like, "All right, how can I do this? All right, let me get something. I got some homies in Atlanta." So So we can get like a 4-bedroom, split it 12. At the time, it was like $1,100 a month for a 4-bedroom townhouse.
Yeah, it was nothing.
It was nothing. It was like,
then.
$300, $350 a month. So we breaking down money management now. Like, okay, how can I make this $40,000 stretch? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, bro, listen. We fly niggas, bro. We don't need no furniture for real. We can just do so. Let's just get the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like
get the blow up bed.
Get the blow up bed.
The trap house that's not
quite a trap house.
I feel like a trap house.
Man, shout out to my brother Marquise and Allen, man. So like literally, we had the computer chairs as sofas, dog. Like it was a little coffee table. Like it was like if they gonna like us, they gonna like us. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So that was the vibe. So we bare minimum. So that's when I got really back into music because for the last 2 seasons of Boss, I had to focus on nothing but acting.
Right.
Yeah.
To learn what the hell I'm doing and what's actually paying me at this point. So go to Atlanta. So we bare minimum, bare nothing, and we get like a little makeshift studio and start recording records. And at that point in time, Boss had been canceled. I had just signed with William Morris. So I left the small boutique agency to go to William Morris. WME is one of the best, biggest agencies in the world. So I signed with Charles King. Charles King at that time was going crazy with Tyler Perry movies. Yeah. Like it was insane. Like that was his focus. So I was really dealing with the assistants at that time. So I was like, man, I don't care about this conglomerate of whatever. It's more like the boutique got me where I'm at. So let me figure out. I don't even need, so it was left WME, left WME, left the agency, left my management at the time, didn't have money. So everything was house. It was just, but not by choice. I was in a horrible relationship. Like it was just everything kind of just crumbling.
Why did you pick Atlanta?
Oh, price. The overhead was low. You know what I mean? So, but also musically as well.
Did you ever think about, because since you were on the show with him, did you ever think like, okay, I'm a rock with T.I.?
So this happened. So at the time, it kind of happened simultaneously, right? So I was like, my friends are there, so let me go to this spot where I can afford it. But then I told Tip, I said, bro, I'm out here. So then I'm kind of like 2 months in, and he's like, man, like, I love your music from what you played for me, but we need work on the records. So I want to sign you to Grand Hustle. So that was my first offer. So Tip was like, I love what you're doing. So we did a deal with Aku. So his clothing line. His clothing line. So that put more bread in my pocket, so gave me more time to figure what the hell life is going to be. But then, so I'm working with Jason Jeter, everybody working in Grand Hustle. But at the time, again, it was B.O.B.'s time.
Gotcha.
It was, they had just signed Iggy. So it was, then there was Hustle Gang. So it was much. Moving. They was moving. So it was a good team to be a part of.
But you had to wait your
turn.
But
I had to wait my turn. But then also the work that they were saying, oh, well, we're going to take this time to work with you and do this, I wasn't really getting, because rightfully so, everything else was important at that time. So I didn't do the deal, but Tip was my brother, and I told him, I said, bro, like, like, you got a lot going on, man, but I love Atlanta, so I'm going to stay, so maybe we can work something out. So going crazy. So then I'm now maybe 8 months in, I got like maybe $5,000 left. I'm so prideful. I don't want to hit my dad like, dog, I'm running low, man. So this is God working at the right time. So my manager at the time, I didn't have an agency at the time. So my manager at the time was like, bro, 50 got this show. So it's like 2014-ish now. He's like, yo, 50 got this show called Power. Like I don't know, season 1 just went on, but nobody's really talking about it. They interested in you, but you got to fly yourself to LA and kind of put yourself up for pilot season. I'm like, dog, I only got like $5,000, bro. Like, can I just put my, and self-tape, you really in self-tape then? You had to be in the room. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like, it wasn't really, it was like, can I self-tape? It was like, yeah, but you'll kind of be shuffled in. They're seeing people every day for this character, bro. It's a series regular role. Like, you got to go in. So I'm like, all right, Jesus, all right. So I bought my ticket, boom. So I'm counting every dollar, like, all right. Well, pilot season's about 2-3 weeks. They might need to see me the first day and not call you back for another 2 weeks. So damn, I gotta figure out, let me get a motel. So I got a motel in East Hollywood, like with the essays, yo, like all this side, like
Spanish ain't one of your languages.
Yeah.
It's not one of your languages.
It's not one of my languages.
You speak a lot of
baby.
languages, brother.
It wasn't one of them, brother. It wasn't. I didn't know. So I'm in East Hollywood, bro, and I'm like, damn, how much is this for a night? He was like, 40. I was like, bro, I'm a struggling artist. Like, I don't know how long I'll be here. He was like, shout out to Bob, man. He was like, okay, I can do. He was an Indian dude. He was like, I can do $25 a night for you. Just don't forget us when you make it, man. Don't forget.
In a real motel,
bro. I was in a motel, bro.
Them sheets is different.
It's different.
Sheets
it's nasty.
is way different.
But I was still pulling them though.
Different.
I mean, it's the man.
Yeah, come on, brother. You know.
But
I said this is temporary, baby.
Yes,
you know?
Yeah, it's temporary.
I said it's temporary, baby.
It's the man. That's the motel.
Whoa, that's a cold bottom of the barrel line. It's the man, not the motel,
bruh.
Yeah,
Bruh. So
I love that.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah. So I'm in the motel. So luckily, the first day they see me, they bring me in and they're like, "Man, we love what you did." Doo-doo-doo. I said, "But maybe come back. We'll keep you posted. Maybe we'll have callbacks in like 4 or 5 days." I said, "Oh my God!" So that's another 150, 100, 200. I gotta eat. So 400. All right, shoot. All right, cool. I can make it happen. Come that day, boom, knock it out. They're like, all right, well, another 4 days. We'll yeah, it's like that. But it was like, well, Friday. I did it on Thursday. Monday was if you get the screen test, if you get like the what's it called? Like if it's down to basically you and somebody else, they basically like bring you in. So I had to wait till Monday now. So now I'm kind of pushing 2 weeks now. You know,
which you knew, you did,
which
know,
I didn't know. I allotted for.
Starting to feel it,
I'm just starting to feel like
yeah.
you starting to know, like damn, like this is really
low.
This is getting low. Like this is getting low.
Value
low.
meal time.
Now, yeah, it's crazy, crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, cool. So, shout out to I'm not saying name, but like one of my homegirls at the time, she was like, yo, come to church with me. And I was like, all right. So all right, cool. I went to church and it was like the sermon was like just hold on a little longer, yo. Just hold on a little longer. And that thing broke me. I was like, okay, all right. Cause at the time, like you on the top of the world, you in Chicago, you got a hit show, your show wins a Golden Globe with Boss, and now you're not really with 3,000-4,000. You have money, but you can't really touch it for real. So you starting to feel like, damn, like what's wrong with me? Like how did it get to this point that I'm in a motel and one of my homegirl got it like, yo, I'll handle it, like that type of energy. I was like, I'll never feel this ever again, yo. And so that mindset started changing when I went to church, and I was like, all right, cool, I can do this. Even if it's to my last dollar, I'm here. And I said, I did it, you know?
Yeah.
So then the callback comes, and it was me and Lakeith.
Oh.
It was me and Lakeith. And he was like, yo, so you going in for Dre? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Dre. He's like, you going for Dre? I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm going for Dre. He's like, yo, if I don't get this one, I'm working on it. I might get this show called Atlanta. I was like, oh, shoot, well, cool, bro. Either way, you do your thing. So that's how we met.
Yeah.
And so went in. Oh, I bodied it, bro. I bodied it. Like, it was one of the best experiences of my life where I was like, damn, like, I just owned this whole situation. But it was also like that desperation of, I need this.
Yeah.
Like, for myself, for my sanity, for my mindset, for my family, for my future. Like, it was like, I don't care. And I knew he was nice. I was like, but I'm 10 times better than anybody in this moment. You know what I'm saying?
In this moment.
Yes,
sir.
You know what I mean? So went crazy, and this is how God works too. So had to wait. They're like, we'll call you back in like, like a 2-3 days. We'll know. My manager's basically telling me, yo, they don't really call right away, so just wait. They still got to see other people, and some people are, sending videos through Skype, and so just wait, bro. So now I'm down to like 1,200, bro, and I get the call like, you booked it, and that the relief, bro. Like the relief. Mind you, we 3 weeks in, and just never forgetting that experience. So then, when I got my first paycheck, I went back to that motel, and gave $10,000 to Bob.
You know what?
Come on, man.
You know what? Come
Yeah,
on,
bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. We got.
I love the way that came back around. No, that's
so
amazing.
solid.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
10K to Bob.
Yeah. Come on, Bob.
Come on,
I wonder
Bob.
what Bob did that
You know
night.
what Bob did? He was at the strip club.
Bob
Bob was at the strip club. You see me now, don't
Crazy
you?
Girls is over there somewhere
see
close,
me?
right?
You see me now, bitches?
You see me now?
You see me now, bitches?
Now, bitches. Ah, shit. Nigga, so I'm at the crib.
Yeah.
I'd already, Amari's been my guy for years.
Yeah.
I'm at the crib, and you pop on the screen.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen you.
Yeah.
in I guess what, two,
Two
3 years.
two
Yeah,
years.
and I'm like,
This is the first season, right?
Domi!
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Like
crazy.
it literally was. I literally had that moment.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, shit, you got people that you're cool with, but that you don't talk to all the time.
Yeah.
That it's spaces.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
not like I was on the call list of like, yo, bro, I booked this. No,
Yeah.
we know each other. We cool, but
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
So nigga, I'm literally like, oh shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
This nigga, oh, it's cracking.
You know, when I was watching it,
Yeah.
I was like, he's really killing
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
Because that's not him.
The nicest guy.
I say he the coolest nigga ever.
love.
And he is bodying this shit.
Yeah.
I really kind of don't like him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I feel away.
Yeah, I've definitely had to defend him. For sure. They be like, man, dude, hell nah.
Even though I knew him,
I'm
and stuff would come up about him. I'm like, yeah, he is a bullshitter, ain't he? He is a
You took a
bullshitter.
whole nother route. Damn, that's cold.
I'm sick of his shit too. Shit, he always looking weasel in, then he weasel out.
Don't trust that nigga.
Oh, you keep fucking with that nigga, Ghost? Goddamn! Like I was really in the show.
Yes.
I was like,
No,
don't tell me nothing. Like me and Z would watch it. I said, don't tell me nothing. I want to watch it, and I really watched it from a fan point of view.
Yeah. Yes,
Like, and when I say I enjoyed myself,
Yes, brother.
right?
Thank
And I know
you.
we're getting ready to get to some more music.
Yeah, let's
right?
talk about it, yeah.
Because watching you go crazy in that show, and then hearing your music, I was like, they're not gonna get that. I said, they're not gonna get it. And me and you talked about it. I said, you are so far left right now.
Yeah.
You are such an abuser. You are such a killer and conniving motherfucker.
Toxic, yeah.
That no one is going to be able to separate you from that character and embody your sexy music. They're not going to find you there. They're like, who is that? That's Rotimi. That ain't no goddamn Rotimi. I'm telling you, that's him. It's really him. And I was like, I felt like there was a disconnect.
Yeah, absolutely was.
Because you were doing so good. Which is good and bad. Because as a musician, as an artist, you're like, I just want to be able to do what the fuck I do.
Yes.
Appreciate me everywhere.
Yes.
But people will believe wholeheartedly
That you're
you
Devlin.
are that motherfucker.
Devlin and Dre.
Yeah.
Devlin and Dre.
Yeah.
I lost half my fan base on a fucking BT movie. Lost it. They would play my movie for educational purposes.
Dang.
Don't fall for that guy. In churches and in schools.
Wow.
Oh, he got run.
No, that's a tough space.
Tough space.
Like
Villainous.
And for a new artist,
Absolutely, yes.
it's really tough. For Tank, it's tough, but
It's a mind fuck for you.
it's a mind fuck,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're very mindful and cognizant of that to this day, though.
Right.
Of when roles come in,
Absolutely.
and he like, Jay, what you think? I'm like, you can't do it, dog.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
Not that one. He's like, but I'm like, but if you do too good,
Yeah.
you're him.
Yeah.
You are him.
And how do we, you know what I mean?
How
How
do we
do we
get
get around
How do we
that?
get you out of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we are, every time a role comes in,
You have to.
we have those conversations. I'm
Mindful.
like, Chief.
Yeah.
So what is your feeling? Like you killing on Power.
Yeah.
And but you're also trying to have a moment in music.
Yeah.
And within all of those conversations, like what is your realization about your process at that time?
Okay, so it was steps and levels and transitions. So when I first got there, it was okay. Not when I first got. Oh yeah, there's two sides to that. So when I was filming season 2, my first season, but season 2, if you remember, Dre and Kanan 50 were the best of friends, right? So I spent majority of my season with 50,
right?
All my scenes with 50. So I started realizing, like, damn, I don't want to really bring up my music because it's not the right time. And then people on the street are giving him mixtapes and he's throwing it. Like, I'm like, I don't want that to be me. Let me chill. Like,
you don't want your joint to be
I'm like,
in the toilet with the tape.
Exactly. I don't know how to do my job after that. So then.
Why you do this to me, Skinny, man?
Skinny, man.
Skinny, what the hell is this, man? Shooting done, man.
50, man.
50, man. You throwing my CD, man. Why you throw my hard drive, man?
Crazy. So I was like, nah, he's either gonna have to hear me on the radio somehow or somebody gonna have to bring it to him. So I'm telling you the story of how I got my deal and then we'll go into the transition of everything. So we're filming season 2, so I don't know the magnitude of what Dre is gonna be at this time. We're literally filming, so no one's seen it yet.
Yeah.
So we're just working, you know.
Yeah.
So one day I still haven't told 50. 4 months into working with him almost every day that I do music. So I go to this session one day. It's these 2 white producers, and they were like, "Hey, bro," I never met them, but they've been asking to work for about 2-3 weeks at that time. So they're like, "Hey, bro, so somebody's gonna come to this session because we just won a Snapchat beat battle, and the guy from Interscope is gonna come and get some records for some of his artists."
Yeah.
So I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "Do you mind?" I was like, "Nah, I'm cool. They can come." So old boy comes in, and the record that I'm working on is the record called my record called Lotto. With Fifth, eventually Fifth.
Yeah.
So records I'm working, he was like, yo, my name is Tony G. I work with Interscope. Bro, who's this? I was like, that's me, bro. He's like, oh. He's like, okay, do you do music? I was like, yeah. He's like, what you bring you to New York? I'm like, well, I'm filming a TV show called Power. I don't know if you know it. You know, we filming season 2 right now. He was like, bro, what? I do the music for Power. He said, I do all the music for Power. I was like, bro, I'm the head of G Unit music. I said, what, bro? I play Dre. He was like, oh, you play Dre? Yeah, Fifth was telling me about this kid that da-da-da-da-da. Bro, come to G Unit tomorrow. I said, look at God, bro.
Right.
Like, so here's how it works, right? So my meeting, I was living in Brooklyn in a studio apartment, so I had to go. If you know New York, the traffic around 1, 2, 3 to go to Times Square is horrible. So my meeting was supposed to be at 1 o'clock with Tony G. And you know when you play records, the meetings were like 30, 40 minutes. Like in and out kind of thing, right? But I was like an hour and a half late. So I'm panicking like, damn, I lost an opportunity, man, bro, blah, 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 blah. So Tony's like, nah, it's cool, bro, it's cool. Now we just getting started anyway. So I sit down and 50 comes in at 2:30. So if I came on time, I most likely would have missed
that moment.
Yeah. So he comes in, he's like, hey, bro, what you doing, little bro? What you doing here? I was like, oh, man, Tony G came to the studio. He's like, studio? What? You filming something else, nigga? I said, no, like music studio. He was like, wait, you do music? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, okay, shit, let me hear some shit. So I don't know what he expected he was going to hear. But I played the record, I played Lotto, and he made me play that song 9 times back to back to back to back. And he was like, oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to do a deal. Oh, what the fuck is this? Well, we're going to do a deal. Oh, yo, bro, I'm going to do my verse tonight. Have your lawyers, da-da-da-da-da. Let's set this up, bro. This is easy. Let's go. So I signed with G Unit. Mm-hmm. So that story was just like, look at line ordained, just lined up. And he was like, yo, why? He was like, the respect there was the fact that you never told me. And the fact that you went and got it on your own, like, I'm forever impressed with you, bro. And so that's solidarity right there is, why we're still brothers to this day. But yeah, that's how I got my deal. So then, fast forward, the show comes out. So then it's like, at first, that first season, okay, it was Dre. Okay, oh, he's cool. It was cool. Season 3. So the second season was like, oh man, we love you, Dre. I'm so excited to see what happens to your character.
Right.
You might be little baby ghost or something. Like, it's love. Like, joints going crazy. Like, it's love. And then season 3 happens, and it's like, oh, you cute, but I want you to die. Like, I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, the hood especially was invested,
but
in power.
But you gotta understand, like, I never. It was such admiration. Like, it never was for real. Like, oh, nigga, I can't stand you. It was always like, bro, because everybody from the hood knew a Dre. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the fact that person is being portrayed on scene, it was nothing but love, and ultimately, but it was just tough musically. Yeah. As an actor, it was like, yo, you the hottest thing going crazy. But as a musician, Lotto had just dropped, and at the time, Lotto was like, I think most added record on radio and da-da-da-da, but then 50 let go of everybody on G Unit, the whole staff. So once they released my project, there was nobody there to support it. Yeah. But when they were there supporting it, it was moving. Yeah. So it goes from, oh shoot, like, damn, it's going crazy, to damn, like, this is kind of dead now. Yeah. So then that happened, and then now is the damn, like, Dre. We can't stand Dre. So now it's just like, oh man, like,
how do you put music?
In that space in a situation where it might not be as supported as you need it to be because of just changing over in team? So that's when I sat back and I said, bro, you got to figure something out, man. Like, all right, who are you as an artist? What do you want to represent? Man, just play some island shit, man. Let's play some island shit. Let's play some. Play it. I was like, call me when you want more. Did that. And that's when it kind of started.
That was your shift.
Yeah. When I did that record in like 20 minutes. So it was like, oh.
Because it was natural.
It was natural.
Yeah.
So I've been fighting the natural. In the studio, bro, y'all know, bro. Like, I don't want to give this idea. That might be too far left. Let me just try. I like it, but instead of just being like, no, that's the first thing you felt. Like, to put it, let's go.
And it's me.
It's me. It's me. So now we're in 2017 and I'm finding me, but now it's at the height of the Dre go crazy, like, and I'm like, dang, man, that's not my name, nigga. That's not my name, bro. So like, but again, it's all love, all blessings. But then you're like, man, so I called Tyrese and I'm like, bro, how did you deal with like balancing both? And he was like, man, just kill, embrace it. Because the more you kill, the more they're gonna find out who the real person actually is. They're gonna say, "Damn, this motherfucker going crazy for time now. Right. Who is Rotimi? Oh, his name Rotimi. Oh, he's African. Oh, he do music." So that he was like the discovery. He said, "Embrace this. Don't run from it. Don't be ashamed. Don't embrace. Yes, I'm him. Yes." And then and so in living in my truth as an artist, the records like Love Rhythm and In My Bed started happening because it was like, man, I gotta work extra harder than all these other artists because I'm fighting something that they're not fighting.
Absolutely.
I'm fighting time in studio. I'm fighting a different persona. I'm fighting.
It really is a gift and a curse.
It's a gift and a curse. But if you're able to execute it properly, it's a gift.
Oh, absolutely.
But in the figuring it out part,
the discovery
part.
And then just getting people to buy into it because we also in our community, it's one of those, we don't like to see the rich get richer.
Why is that, man? We're the only ones that do this, bro.
But as now we're adults and we're grown ass men, we can change that.
Absolutely.
We can change how people see that, and we can now have conversation about that and say, hey man, actually that's stupid.
Yeah.
You're a hater.
Absolutely.
That nigga's good.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like I remember first time seeing Drake. I never saw Degrassi.
Me neither.
Wasn't my my bag. That type of show wasn't for me. So I had no idea he was an actor.
Yeah.
And someone made they made it a point to tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the actor kid. I'm like, I ain't never seen that he was in.
Yeah.
He was on a wheelchair and blah, blah, blah. I was like, that shit dope.
That shit hard.
That's crazy.
I don't know what you talking about.
What is going on?
You talking so you because of a character he played?
Crazy. Yeah, bro.
Oh, well, he ain't nothing gonna be real because he's already paid from being an actor.
That's crazy. It just can't be his talent.
But they don't know about the motel. They don't know about Bob.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has those experiences.
Bruh.
They don't know about the come up and then the come back down and trying to get back. You know what I mean? Like all these stages.
Yeah, man.
Of quote unquote success.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I've definitely bought famous people dinner. That they needed me to buy them. I'll never mention their names.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
shit ain't always sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like they be famous and the motherfucker ask for an autograph and they be like, Jay, you got it? Yeah, I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like because this is real life, and we go back to that. It's still real life.
Yeah.
And there are still things that come along with that. Just, and I'm going back to the humility you had early on, even from coming off a boss and going and getting that apartment with your guys and not flooding it out with all your money and getting a whole bunch of furniture and all this other shit and getting the cars and all that to keep up that persona. Because that's a mistake that a lot of us make.
Yes, bro.
A lot of us make.
You want to somehow translate that on-screen identity.
Yeah.
All the cool stuff that's happening
I'm him.
on screen. I'm him in real life.
I'm him in real life.
I've had plenty of people blow the bag.
Yeah.
Like, hey, not yet. That's not a real bag yet.
Yeah.
That's one bag. And the way you operate with that one bag is like you're not going to get another bag. So that's how you got to pace yourself in your real life. And it goes back to what you said. It's me.
Yeah, it's all been. Yeah.
You know how much put this blanket down on the floor and put a cover on top of it, pillow sex I've had,
bro.
On this floor.
That's your business, man.
Huh?
That's your business, man.
Floor,
bro. Hey, listen.
You gonna get this floor sex.
Come on.
You ain't gonna be able to run with the give a little when you're on the bed.
Are you retired or is that the next single?
No.
Or is floor sex the next single?
It might be.
Actually,
the bed give a little bit.
It's a great
But
title.
when you're on that floor, you gotta get the whole thing. You can't run,
bro. Like, the first thing I did was I said, look, to my friend, I sat down with him. I said, Marquise, Alan, I said, bro, like, I know y'all think I got this. I know y'all know I did this, but none of that matters right now. If we really want to go crazy, we ain't buying nothing. We focusing on what we here to do, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, save your bread. And that was a conversation I had when we first moved in with
And
no
how old were you
furniture.
at that time?
I was 22, 23.
I could not have said that.
Yeah.
At 22.
Yeah,
23.
man. Yeah. So
No.
20, yeah.
When I got my deal and my money,
I thought I was Puff Daddy when I got my first.
I thought I was Scarface.
Yeah. You went crazy.
I went crazy.
Yeah, I blew mine
world is mine.
on trying to build a label.
Yeah, see, you
My
were
first
at,
money.
That's
I thought
not
I was-
blowing it. That's
you
not
were,
blowing
I
it.
blew.
No, you were at least under the moniker of investing in yourself.
I was
Yeah,
trying to turn 2 to 4.
You exactly.
That's
So you were really
what you gotta do.
hustling.
That's
I was
hustling.
trying some other shit.
No, I was Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trick dollars.
Yeah, I was Trick Daddy. Yeah. Where we going tonight? Bring them all.
Yeah.
Bring them all.
Oh,
Matter of
my
fact, let's
God.
go see them.
Oh, my God.
I got offering. Yeah. Tip drill. That's me. Yeah, that's me. So I had the apartment, I had the Lexus, I had the LD, Longhart LD1s, I had the moving up and down LA, you know what I'm saying? Apple martinis at what's that at the Beverly Center? Used to be downstairs, the Asian joint.
Oh, it's like in the middle of the mall.
Yeah,
It's
on the ground.
Oh, you talking about
PF
the ground?
Chang's.
PF Change.
I thought
I
you
thought you
was-
talking about you was in the mall at the bar.
Apple martinis at
downstairs.
PF Change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was,
You went
what?
crazy.
I don't even think they have that anymore.
I don't think we have no more. When you talk about going, I couldn't have had that conversation at that age. Like your maturity at that age to realize that we got to pace ourselves.
Absolutely.
Is just something different. I had no pace.
Bro, the illest thing, and I'm so proud of myself. When I got my deal, so my boy, he was like, Marquise asked me, he was like, bro, so you just signed on to a show that's for 4 or 5 seasons, and you making this amount of money. how you gonna do this? How you gonna do it?
This is power.
This is power. Sorry, this is power.
Mm-hmm.
So you just signed for 4 or 5 seasons. You making great bread. What you gonna do? How you gonna spend it? What we doing? Cause we made it, bro. Like, remember we was in the living room and we had to do eating Chinese food every day. Now we here, and I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not touching 1 cent of my power checks until the show's finished. If I'm eating, it's gonna be from endorsements, hostings, and money, and shows. That's how I'm eating. I'm not spending no money from these checks for 6 years if I got to not, and I didn't do that.
So did you ever borrow money from 50?
Oh, that's a great question. So this is marketing one. That's a great. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
This is marketing
I'm the
101.
podcast nigga.
Like I sing.
Nigga.
So saving the bread. So that's separate. So I was signed to 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, if you're signed to somebody,
They're gonna put money up.
There's an advance.
There's an
yeah.
advance.
Mhm.
So he was like, so what happened was, this is brilliant. So he calls me. I'm doing a
He's
photo shoot.
brilliant.
He's brilliant.
For sure.
He's brilliant.
For sure.
He
Brilliant,
kidnapped
bro.
me one day too.
Yeah.
He did.
He kidnapped me for 2 hours.
Bro, and he was just, sometimes kind of hard to
I'm
follow.
blaming Renee.
Yeah.
It was Renee's fault.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
Renee's
yeah,
fault.
yeah,
I went to
yeah.
go see Renee and 50 kidnapped me for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. So what happened was we were shooting. Oh, what were we shooting when we got the call from Fifth about? Isn't Get Engaged? Yeah, it was Get Engaged. So we were filming something. Phil was like, "Yo, I got this idea." So we had just released Love Rhythm. So Love Rhythm was we just released my EP, and it was the #1 R&B EP on Apple for like a good 3, 4, or 5 days at this time.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Bro, I got an idea to keep it going, keep it #1. Let's keep it going."
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm gonna say you owe me bread. I'm gonna say you owe me money." So I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Nah, but I'm gonna make it where I'm saying you owe me money, and that your album. How can this man owe me money when his album is #1?" He said,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna say that at least 25 times in these videos. Here's what you're gonna do. TMZ gonna probably call you. This is what you're gonna say." So he's laughing. Me
he's having
and
the time of
Kenny
his
like,
life.
"What the? Nah, bro, don't do that.
don't do
Don't do that. Like, like he's really gonna do this, dog. Like, so we looking at each other like, just what can we do? Like, there's nothing we just gotta roll with the, like, if
You
it
start
worked,
thinking
it
of
worked.
the positives.
The positive one. I mean, he's gonna say
mean,
it.
it could be worse. I could really owe him money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he's like, "Nah, just trust me. So it goes crazy. He's like, "I'm gonna punch him in his face when I see him." Da, da, da. I'm like, "God, bro, you didn't tell me on the phone you're gonna
Go far. He's
Yeah,
gonna go- he's gonna
he
go
went
far.
crazy, but then the sales, Love Rhythm went nuts, and everything
They
just.
wanted to help you pay him off.
He wanted to get his
People wanted to help you pay him off.
recoup his mechanicals. I mean, it makes sense. But like, it was just like brilliant marketing, and that was like a big jump in the discovery phase, because everybody was
Yeah.
like, "Wait, he got the #1 album? What? Hold up, bro.
Where?
Yeah.
Right.
Where?
Right.
And we saw that exponential growth, and then it became fans and fans and fans and fans, and they just followed me throughout it. But yeah, again, that was brilliant 101.
No, he's
incredible,
he has,
bro.
Like,
He's a king of chaos.
he's a king
Yes.
of
He
knows how to
chaos.
manage
Controlled chaos.
He knows how to manage it.
Yes.
And it was funny because I remember I think I told Tank this one day. I'm like, I get it. And I was like, because during our conversation, we realized we were born 3 days apart.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm crazy.
yeah.
I'm just not as crazy.
crazy. Yeah. He takes it.
But the shit that he be doing,
Yeah.
it be some of the phone calls I'll call Tank.
Yeah.
Call that nigga like 7 in. Tank, I got 12. And what do you think if we just?
Yeah.
And Tank's like, nigga, you're out of your mind. You're crazy.
Yeah.
And then he'll call me back and be like, but that one thing was actually.
He'll
Right?
give you like 14 crazy ideas, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
But somewhere around 11, I'm like,
it's ding, ding, ding.
But Fifth, on the other hand,
Yes.
he gonna do all 14 things.
All
All
of
of
them, and well,
and he's gonna see them through.
and see it completely.
you know what I mean?
through.
So for me, when I see it, I always respect it. I always, every time I
Yeah.
see him, I always salute him about that. I'm just like, bro, like, you literally, it comes up in your mind, and no matter what,
yeah,
you're going to try it.
bro, like the brilliant. So this is how brilliant this man is, man. He was like, we're on Stars, so we can't really compete money wise and promotion wise
With the HBOs
with
and
HBOs, and not even HBOs, with the Fox when it was Empire.
Oh
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
So we couldn't market. They were getting millions. We would have in Stars. We were the stepchild that happened to be the most amazing basketball player.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
who
yeah.
had really nothing. That even though he had torn shoes, he was busting everybody.
Yeah.
But the D1 kid we killing the D1 kid in the family, you know? And so those are some of the other shows. So they had to accept us on Stars. So he was like, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna irritate the hell out of all of them. And they're gonna have to talk about me. But when they talk about me, they're gonna be talking about us. So he did that. So then you start seeing Taraji then and Terrence Howard and then Fox and it was just like everything we were associated with them for the first
marketing that you could not pay for.
We couldn't pay for.
Could not pay for.
We couldn't afford it, like, and visibility. So what is this show that 50 keeps saying is the best show on TV? It's better. And now they're even talking about it. Right. So it was just, again, like brilliant marketing. So he's just, that man is a genius, man. And you don't really run into a lot of those like pure genius, you know, people.
No, I like to say that 50 is the first wolf that howled at the moon, and the moon howled back.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's done for everybody.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of niggas out here that be taking shots.
Yeah.
They just throwing it. They throwing it.
Yeah.
And the moon is like, I'm just gonna
I'm gonna just moon.
I'm not gonna really put the light on it like that. You're not gonna get the full moon.
Yeah.
Like 50, like figured it out, man.
I think your hard left was brilliant, and I think that was the thing that people didn't even know that they were waiting on.
Yeah.
Musically, when you made that hard left, when I heard
Who
those
produced
songs.
Love Rhythm?
Harmony Samuels.
Yeah,
Harmony did that.
Yeah, H Money.
when you got with Harmony, I was like,
Harmony did In My Bed.
I
too.
knew he did In My Bed.
Yeah, he
I
did
didn't
Love
know he
Rhythm.
did.
but that felt
Love
like
Rhythm
to me
too.
that combination was the hard left.
Yes.
And when y'all got together, and he's like, bruv, I got some smashes on Rotimi. Yeah, he'd be excited. And I was like,
Yeah.
He got to really go fully
hard
there
left.
with your project.
He let me be me.
Yeah.
And it was very hard to find producers to do that.
even within your character,
Yeah.
even within people knowing you for your character,
Yeah.
your music still wasn't anything that fit into a safe space.
Yeah.
You were still taking a real chance.
Absolutely.
And part of your character arc is taking a chance, trying to set this man up or set this deal up or finagle
Yes.
that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So you were
Yes.
taking a different kind of chance with the music that you decided to go full out. Such a hard left. And I was like, that's it.
To really do this vision, we might have to leave G Unit. And 50 really never really like lets artists just go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what really other situations are, but most artists are still with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we had to figure out like, I think I want to do my own thing. Like, I want to just take a risk on. I got this new sound that I feel like is dope. And then the only other Afrobeat record out at the time was Wizkid and Drake. I forgot what song was. But the Wizkid and Drake record.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like, and people were like, "Oh, this is nice. This is cool."
So Love Rhythm is on G Unit.
No, well, how would we explain it? Is it? It's on Empire. So it isn't on G Unit, but I had to get out of G Unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
So
it. So he participates in it.
he participates.
Yeah.
But like, so anyway, so we had to have the conversation like, big bro, I have this new sound. I have this idea. I want to take a chance on me. I love you to death, bro. You know, and obviously I want you to still be a part of whatever, obviously, but like, let me just do my own thing and figure this out. And he was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. I believe. Let's do it. I trust you. It wasn't a back and forth. It was this figure out.
Because you approached it a certain way too, though.
Yeah.
And you approached it as a man first.
Yeah.
And as a human first.
Yeah, as a human, yeah.
And being able to have that conversation, because sometimes artists get caught up in the feeling of it and I'm just gonna do it, and they try to go, you know, there's been some back doors and some other things, and then in turn that makes the label side just strictly do music business.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and didn't take their emotion out of it.
Absolutely.
And like you said, you don't know what other people's situation was, but this is how you approached it. You approached it like, hey, I don't know how this is going to go when I have this conversation, but I have to have the conversation as a man first.
I have to. It was no email. It was let's sit face to face and you tell me if I can't, you won't let me, or you tell me if I can, and we'll figure it out.
And what it'll take.
And what it'll do. And you know, and so we came to it and he was like, this is what it is. So the first record, so then not even knowing where we were, actually at the time, we didn't know where we were going to go. We were leaving and just saying we're going to figure this out.
Yeah.
Ghazi from Empire DM'd me maybe 2 weeks later, like, yo, what's your situation? What you doing, bro? And it was just like, well, I just kind of got out of my deal. So what's up? I got this record. And that was it with Ghazi. And Ghazi took it to another level. So, yeah. So it was just, again, like for any artist, man, like bet on yourself, man. Like handle things with integrity.
That's the part.
Yes. Handle things with integrity. Don't run.
Because a respectful conversation goes way further.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we don't do that enough. We a lot of us are emotionally non-intelligent.
Yeah.
You know, and so I feel like once we start developing that in our men and even in our women, a lot of violence will stop, a lot of deals will get done, a lot of more deals will get done together.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think we just got to grow as people, man. And so, but yeah, it was effortless, and I guess when you do the right thing, good things do happen for you in an ordained way. And we just bet, and we didn't know where we were going. We were like, oh, let's sit with Universal, let's sit with this, but we didn't even have to do that.
Right.
It was, what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so and that was that.
Yeah. No, there's also a thing where it's just about going where you want it.
Yes.
That too.
That is so important, bro.
You know,
That
go
is so
go where
important.
you want it. I mean, because you're going to have dry moments in this business. It just is what it is. But if somebody really wants to be in business with you, they'll understand that.
Yeah.
They'll understand when that moment happens,
Yes.
and the adjustments
Yes.
come.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's get the brother some water,
Yes,
man.
please,
Let's get the brother
man.
some
Yes,
water,
please.
please.
Parched. Hey,
Yes,
man.
brother.
But we gonna take the motherfucking promotions off of the water before we bring it to
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
This is rich water, though.
Ooh.
Because they ain't.
This is only the best for you, my brother.
Oh, but I appreciate you, my
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Sounds-
Yeah.
They still got a little tag on it.
Bite size. Bite size water.
They might notice they tag. They ain't paid nothing, man. We ain't talking about them. We already done shouted out Sprite on this motherfucker.
I didn't shout. I won.
Yeah, you did shout it out,
I
bro.
won, though.
You did.
That's
You shot it out.
You got to be specific when you talking about MVP shit.
Very
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Very true.
So today, man, right now,
Yes, brother.
what's on your mind? Where are you in terms of the things you're working on? And,
Yeah.
and where you want to tell the people to go to get
Yeah.
things. And
Okay.
where to be when you gonna be there.
Yeah. So first and foremost, I got a TV show called Will Trent that I'm on now. It's on ABC.
Yeah.
So we had to cross over and go that side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to ABC. So I got a movie, House Party. If you haven't seen it yet, it's out in theaters right now.
House Party.
Doing really well. I got a new
Broken LeBron house.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
mean, the king.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
The GOAT.
Yeah, you go. You signed
I'm
the
just
check.
waiting on an argument.
We don't have a basketball podcast, so I'm not gonna. Everybody know Michael Jordan, the greatest
on,
basketball
bro.
player ever lived.
I'm just.
It just is what it is.
I
He
mean,
been to
listen,
the championship six
come
times.
on.
He
You
never
have a
lost.
goat. I have a goat. I mean,
I don't have a goat.
we just all have.
Oh, you
we
don't?
all have
I don't
goats.
have a goat.
Okay.
Because none of them niggas ain't Will Chamberlain.
Mm.
Not one. Now
so
I don't
what
care
else-
who he
what
played.
else you
I don't
got
care
going?
who he played against. I watched Will Chamberlain. I'm about to go. It's barbershop time. I watched Will Chamberlain curl 100-pound weights in his 50s.
Listen.
And tell me
He was different, though.
He told me I would have gave Shaq 30, 40, 50 a night.
Listen.
He was. I said, and when you in your heyday, he said, no, right now.
If you're gonna give it to Will, then I mean, it automatically goes to Kareem. I mean, it can't go past Kareem, who was elegant on every level.
Yeah, but what is it? What? Yeah, okay, what is it?
You know what? Now it's you're here, baby. So you go ahead. What is what?
Elegant.
What?
Oh, he won on every
No, he did.
He did.
championships.
He did.
On every.
So
mean,
what makes somebody the GOAT?
No. Before we even go into that,
Okay.
if you gonna say Kareem, then we might as well mention Bill
Bill
Russell.
Russell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
'Cause
What makes
ain't
somebody the
nobody.
GOAT?
He's
GOAT.
the most winningest
And
man
one as a
who
coach.
ever lived.
I agree. He's the winning. I agree.
Huh?
So if the numbers and the winning go together,
So what
He
is
had
it
to
though?
double up on the pinky because he had 11
to
months.
11
That's
now.
crazy.
11.
Huh?
So what makes the GOAT? Like who? How do you
Okay.
make the GOAT, bro?
It's subjective.
It's subjective.
It's subjective.
It's all in who
It's-
you like
know what I
and
mean?
what you
and
like.
what you like?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think we are all
yeah.
men who have some sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we not gonna do what the fools do.
Yeah.
It's subjective, man.
Yeah.
It's who you like and in how you put those numbers up. I mean, because what LeBron has been able to do as far as over time,
I think he's been the greatest, the longest.
it's the longest.
I think Mike is the
Yeah.
greatest in what he did. I
Yeah.
think he's the best ever.
Well, I think Michael Jordan is basketball,
yes.
which is like a different kind of existence.
Yeah.
I think what LeBron is doing, no one's ever done before.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
with his size and athletic ability, he's definitely a one of one.
Yes.
But again, it all goes back to the source.
Right.
Who is Michael Jordan?
Exactly.
That's who everybody.
So the source ain't Dr. J?
No.
You know me, I like to just keep
Yeah, I
shit
know.
going.
I know. That's a great point. That's a great question.
That's a great point. But
That's a
the
great point.
source is Michael Jordan.
He made it global. He made it global.
No, he changed basketball.
He changed
He
basketball.
completely changed.
So is it fair to say, I think Mike is the greatest, and I think LeBron is the best ever. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
It does, but I'm not agreeing.
So you think Mike's the greatest and the best ever?
Yeah. Wow. He never lost.
I can't.
See that? Okay,
I can't
so
say that.
that's the criteria.
counted,
That's
he
the
never
criteria.
lost.
You can't say he never lost.
He
His
never
team
lost.
never lost.
He never lost.
His team never lost.
When he made it to the finals, he never lost.
His team never lost. He had the greatest team, arguably, in history of basketball.
No, that's the Golden State Warriors, sir.
How?
Greatest team in basketball.
How?
Golden
the
State
greatest.
Warriors.
Jordan got 6.
Yes, he got 6.
Jordan got 6.
They've lost.
Y'all lost.
We did.
You going by talent?
We the greatest.
Jordan got 6.
We the greatest.
Y'all, you know where your coach come from?
I'm not even arguing.
Just put it
I'm not
together.
You know where your coach come from?
Who, Mark Jackson? That's my coach.
You know,
We gonna go there? That's my coach. Mark Jackson? That's what you talking about?
don't you do this?
There go that man.
Don't you do this? You know where your coach come from.
You know how I get down.
God.
You know
how
where
I got down.
You know where your coach come from.
Hey, the back of your shirt say 10 toes down.
He did. He did.
Listen,
I'm riding
man,
with Mark
he
Jackson,
did.
baby.
Your coach came from making
Nah,
shots.
he did. Yeah,
Michael,
man.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
if you need me, I'll be ready there.
Yeah.
One of the greatest
after he
clutch
punched him in his
shooters.
face. You better make that shot. Nah, I'm fucking around. Shout out to Steve Kerr.
Shout
out to our guy Q,
man.
who is the assistant on the
Q.
Warriors. But yeah, these arguments, man.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, it keeps it fun.
Nah. LeBron is great.
He's
Michael
great.
Jordan's
Mike's great. Yeah.
And Wilt had the most.
Experience.
Yeah. Experiences. What you doing? What you doing? This is how he win his little arguments. This is how, he know I can't play no piano. So whenever we start arguing, he break out the piano. Come on, man, with your piano, man. Go ahead. What you gonna do with it?
We just want to know your top 5. Your top 5. Top 5. Your top 5. Who's your top 5? Singers and songs.
Ooh.
R&B top 5.
Yeah.
Where it belongs. Your top 5.
So top 5 R&B.
Hold on, I'm
songs.
still singing.
No, first.
Your top 5. Your top 5.
Oh, he showed out because you dissed his accent. That's what. Oh, he showed out.
That's great.
So no.
Okay.
Top 5
Your top
R&B
5.
singers.
R&B
R&B
singers.
singers.
Ooh.
Man or woman?
Man or
Dead or
woman.
alive?
Whoo. Marvin.
Start off right, son.
Joe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I know what box you in right now. Yeah.
I like for R. Kelly. R. Kelly. Got it. You can't take it away
I know
from
what
him.
box you in.
Yeah.
I know what box you in.
For my life, Carl Thomas. Yeah. Carl Thomas was crazy.
Yeah.
And I gotta go with Mike.
And Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. That's my starting 5.
Because you were the Nigerian Michael Jackson as a child.
Yeah, I was, brother.
Did you have glitter socks too? Or
I did all of it. I made it myself.
What did you make it out of?
It was glitter and gold.
And that's a great box. That's a great box.
Yeah.
Top 5 R&B songs.
Ooh. Summer Rain. Yeah, Summer Rain. Summer Rain.
You was in Chicago.
Yeah.
You just can't help but to. You just can't help but to be in there.
Oh my God, it's just so good, man.
You need fine linen, loose linen on when summer rain come on. It's got to rain a little bit when summer. It's got to be tropical rain.
You can be 12 years old. You still feel like an OG when that record
come on. You got to have on some different kind of sandals. Maybe a thong sandal. You know, that ain't even cool.
So I say Summer Rain. Then I go with wow, that's damn, bro. There's so many songs, dog. I'll go with Thriller because of just watching the visual with it and seeing like, yo, you can actually make a movie.
It's never been done again.
It's
never been done, and then it's never been recreated.
It can't
ever. You can't recreate Thriller.
Not gonna happen.
It can never be duplicated.
I tried to find a jacket for Halloween. You can't recreate Thriller.
Ooh, For You by Kenny Lattimore. Yeah, that was hard.
Hell of a song to try to sing live.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
Don't. I don't recommend anybody try that.
That is incredible.
Speaking of,
yeah, brother.
That is like the top of wedding songs.
Yeah.
What is a Nigerian wedding song?
Great question.
Ooh.
Because you said you were a Nigerian wedding singer.
So it was more gospel songs.
Huh.
Yeah, it was more like Jesus Paid It All. It was more of like
like pay for the wedding? I'm struggling.
No. But it was like, so at that age, for me, it was Jesus Paid It All.
Okay.
So it was like the ceremony of just like basically celebrating them together before like the African music came in.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, what am I at? 3? I'm at 3.
Summer Rain, Thriller, For You.
Ooh, Joe, I Want to Know.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Great.
The song I sang a lot in high school that just played, not even sang a lot, that played a lot was, it was on Jamie's Unpredictable. Damn.
Was it Unpredictable?
Yeah, it was actually Unpredictable. Yeah. No, it was yeah, it was
DJ
Unpredictable.
Play this girl love song.
No, it was Unpredictable.
Do What It Do?
Yeah. Do What It Do, actually. Do What It Do. Do What It Do tonight. Yeah. Do What It Do. So that's for what it represented for me, man. It was incredible because it was the first one.
Do you know that record, Tank? Do you know that song?
I mean, I just got called to Miami. I was shooting Miami Vice to help him finish the tune. I don't know. Just check the credits,
bro. Incredible, bro. Like it was for me. That was one of my surreal moments when I knew how much I was like I still am for sure, but like I was the biggest Jamie Foxx fan in high school and college. That the first ever celebrity that actually took me in Hollywood was Jamie.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the story.
So many people has that story,
bro. So it was 2013, and he was filming Django with Leonardo, and he was like, and we were at a Clippers private party. This is my first time really in LA. I'm just young, just like, oh my God, I'm here. My show popped. It was a Golden Globe. Kelsey had just won a Golden Globe. So somebody taps me on my shoulder, so I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. It's a dude with like this beard and look dirty. So I'm like, yo, who is this? And it's dark, so I'm like, who is this nigga that's trying to touch me? He does it again. He's like, yo, man, I'm a fan of you, man. And he's literally in full everything because they still in the middle of filming, and he had a scully on and his shades on. So I'm like, yo, and he's dressed like different. It's not what I expected Jamie Foxx to look like. Yeah. So he tagged me. I'm like, hey man, I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, thank you, man, I appreciate it, yo. But he's tapping me. He's like, look, nigga. Turn around. I was like, oh my God. I said, oh my God. He was like, man, yo, me and Leonardo, we stopped everything and watched Boss, man, and you're super talented, bro. Like, what you doing out in LA? And at the time, I was there for Golden Globe, but I was still recording music. He's like, you do music? I was like, yeah, man. He was like, yo, come. It was a playoff game. He's like, yo, come to my crib. Come to there. Yeah, my family gonna be there. My sister gonna be there. Come pull up, man. Like, just vibe and kick it with us for the day. Went over, and it was just like, he's like, yo, let's go to the studio. Played my whole catalog. He was like, man, like you my little brother. And so every time, even if he wasn't there, like most of the time he wasn't there, I was just to stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? And like just for that to be my ushering into Hollywood, it was like, wow, like someone that you see yourself doing similar things and just admire is like, oh, he's taking me under his wing. I remember like maybe 4 or 5 months later, I had a hosting at some little club. It was my birthday. He got on stage and like, yo, in the next 5 to 10 years, this man gonna be one of the biggest people in the world, man. And it was just like, wow.
Now his footprint on the entertainment business
is iconic. It's unmatched. It's unmatched.
It's unmatched.
Yeah, it's unmatched. It's unmatched, man.
It's literally, he's the guy that you meet and you're like, it ain't all fake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you meet Jamie Foxx,
yes,
you realize that it's not all fake. You're like, you know what? You can go to the highest levels of this shit and still be a real one.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
The greatest.
So for you to have that story, man, it's amazing to hear it, and it's amazing to hear it over and over.
Crazy.
Of different people that you like. I saw Ed Sheeran at his
crazy,
house.
bro.
I'm like, who's the red-haired white nigga, bro?
Crazy.
He like Valentine.
Yeah, he different.
He cold.
Yeah.
That nigga?
Crazy.
Jamie believes really early, man, and I think he just loves talent.
Yeah.
He loves talent, man, and he embraces it. So that's super dope. So okay, so that's your 5.
That's 5 songs. That's 5 artists. Now
Yeah.
let's get a Voltron going.
Okay.
We're gonna make a Voltron.
Okay.
An artist, super artist.
Okay.
I want to know who you're gonna get the vocals from, who you're gonna get the performance style from, who you're gonna get the styling from, and who you're gonna get the passion from. So let's start with the vocal. For your Voltron, your artist, what person are you gonna snatch the vocal from?
Wow. Okay, I would say give me Whitney.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. Give Whitney or Kimberell, one of them two.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
you
I'll
or
go
you can
Whitney.
mix them.
No, I'll go Whitney. Go Whitney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Performance style.
Performance style.
How they rock on stage.
Prince.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's getting aggressive.
Yeah.
It's getting aggressive. Styling. What they look like on stage.
In the world today.
No, period.
You know, I'm thinking of how somebody over time, if they translate to give me Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Well, he's not R&B, but
No.
Okay.
He that guy. He had an R&B album.
Oh, bang bang. So give me an Andre 3000 style.
Yeah. You gonna put the shoulder pads on with no
Everything.
jersey on?
You will know.
You will know.
You will not miss him by no means. I like it. Okay. And then the passion of the artist, the heart of the soul of the artist.
The passion. Give me Quincy Jones. Yeah.
He's relentless.
What?
Give me Quincy
You know
Jones.
anybody else that went over to France and studied strings for 2
Just
years?
strings.
You know what I'm
2
saying?
years. I'll be back.
Come on.
back.
To the whole
Like,
family.
Ain't no FaceTime.
Ain't no FaceTime.
Ain't no FaceTime.
Barely
And
get the phone call.
You're right. You got to
You
go
get
to
letters. You know what I'm saying?
Letters.
You get letters, bro.
I'll be back. I got to study strings. For
Like
2
who
years.
else? Who else?
Yeah, it's a different type of passion.
Yeah, that's a dedication, man.
Yeah, that's different.
Then
That's different.
wrote out everybody's parts. Like with his hand.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'll take the gig for less. I'll write the charts. I'll do
That's
everything.
killer.
Crazy.
What are you talking about?
That's
Never.
killer.
Frank Sinatra?
Bro, people don't even know that, bro.
You're in charts for Frank Sinatra?
Come on.
Who are you?
Come on.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy
Quincy
Jones.
That passion.
Relentless.
Yes.
Michael, we have to keep that. What do you mean? We can't
Yeah.
get away with that. We
Yeah.
gotta keep- That's the best part.
Yeah.
Tell Michael all the time, you can't, you know, you just can't identify
He sounds
parts
just
this
like
way,
that.
you know, you
Yeah.
gotta keep fighting for the magic, man. So we fought for the magic.
Yeah.
We're here now, so man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying no name. I ain't
We had
saying
that-
no
yeah,
name.
it's that time.
I ain't saying no
Oh,
name.
oh,
Who
time.
you was.
Yeah, it's that
who
time.
you with.
Yeah, it's that time.
What y'all did. I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying no name. I ain't saying no name.
So we here, baby.
Oh,
we
yeah.
here.
Okay.
It's time. You give us that story.
Yeah.
Funny or fucked up. The only rule. You can't say no names. Can't say no names. The travels of Rotimi. The Butterscotch Travels, man.
Butterscotch Travels.
Yeah. And listen, if you want to be him when you tell your story, you can tell your story as him. If that makes you feel better.
Yes,
But
that made me feel
he
better.
can't say no names.
He can't
though.
say no names.
So right now, this is Rotimi, a.k.a. Dre, the nigga y'all hate. Y'all love him again now, though.
Yeah.
This is I ain't saying no names.
Okay. All right. So when I was a young buck in this game, looking at all the joints, yes.
Yes.
There was one particular joint that that was an actress, and she was beautiful as golden beauty can be. Yes. So as a young grasshopper, didn't know what to do, didn't have any idea what to do to say to this beautiful woman. You know, I said, I have to give money, I have to do it, what I have to do, I have to pay for this thing. What am I doing? I don't know. I was 21, 22 years old. She was in 36 or so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool guy.
Hey, cool guy. Yeah, but she met the lion. Yeah, you understand? She met the lion. So as she met the lion, right? So as she,
It's so great.
so as she met the lion, right? I realized that this woman was I was 21, 22. So she was recently divorced. Divorcee. So her man was a big time business guy. But I said, listen, woman, I don't have any money. I don't have money. I just have sex appeal. And I have a gigantic thing. Yeah, you understand? I have something that will change your life if you allow it to happen to you. If you want it, you'll never go back to any other male ever. You understand? It's once in a lifetime, baby. So, as I get closer to bringing her over to my place, remember, my place was nowhere to be found with a luggage and furniture. There was no furniture there. It was just a computer chair. But I had a computer chair for her as well. So, in the computer chair, I said, I have nothing here, but if you want, we can just talk. There's no, I don't have cable, so we can have conversation. Do you like cards? We can play cards. So, as this moment is happening, the lights go off. The lights have gone off. This is one of Rotimi's brokest moments ever. So as I sit there as a broke nigga, right? She says, we can just have conversation. She said, I'm so used to all these things that these men try to do, but your conversation changed my life. So we put candles and we almost had floor sex. We almost, remember? We almost had floor sex after the conversation, but we didn't. We had sex in the computer chair. Yeah. So that was my story of this actress lady that is still popping today. Hallelujah, Jesus.
And you are not seeing
Yes. Well, I will not say a name.
We're going to call her computer chair.
computer chair.
That's what we're going to call her.
Computer chair.
We're going to call her computer chair, man. Yeah.
I love the computer chair.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, man.
Good
That
chair
is
sex.
great.
It's a lost art.
Yes, dog.
It's a lost art.
It is, bro. It takes
you been tied
confidence.
up in a chair?
No, I haven't. No. You've been tied up in a chair?
I'm married now. Listen. So look, man. First of all, man, congratulations to you, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you, bro.
No, but before we,
yes,
not to cut you off.
talk to me. No,
Before
go
you know, we
Go
get
ahead.
into those.
Yeah, bro.
Our mutual brother
Yes, bro.
that we all have to make sure we shout out. The ghost himself. Who has, because between all three of us, he's always been a bond between all three of us.
Absolutely.
Omari, he's always made sure
yes.
that if we all in the same city,
Yes.
hey Bubba, come pull up on me. J Val, J Val, where's Tank?
Yeah.
I got Rotimi over here.
Yeah.
We got you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, bro.
another genuine guy.
Absolutely.
Human.
Yes, bro.
Great human
Yes,
that has just always been super, super solid, man, that we all rock with, super heavy.
Absolutely.
And I know he gonna tap in. I know he gonna watch this podcast.
Yeah.
We gotta shout him
He's
out.
got bars for you too.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
It's not a regular hello.
Yeah.
No.
Just
he's
wanted to
different.
check on you and the tribe.
Yes.
You know, hit J Val's. As you know, J Val's is also connected to me,
Yep.
good friend of mine, close to my heart.
Yep.
And then,
Yep.
you know, Rotimi, who also, you know, played a big part in developing on our show.
Yeah.
You know, as we became close and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
now we're in such a great space, you know, spiritually as men, as
Yep.
soldiers and bondage. And then back to you, my brother. I just want to say hi. Hello.
Yeah, right.
Hello, Omar.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Shout out
brothers,
to our
man.
brother, man.
Respect,
Shout out to our brother.
But man, listen, congratulations to you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
You're a product of hard work, man.
Thank you, brother. Yeah.
Of course, the gifts,
Man.
of course, right? But you are a product of hard work,
Yep.
and that is not going to change. Skipping steps is never going to be the.
It's not even in your DNA.
It's not even in your
I don't know
DNA.
how to.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm bow-legged too, so I
It's-
can't even skip. I can't.
you and me
nah,
both.
bro.
And so
I
for
can't skip
that
nothing.
alone,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
know what you're made of. I know what you're going to do.
Thank you,
I know you've had great success. I know you're on your way to even greater
Amen.
success. And you will always have the backing and the support of your brothers, man.
Amen.
Of
Thank
the
you, my
entire
brother.
R&B Money Army.
We
Well,
locked
you
in
are
with
R&B
you,
Money.
brother.
Thank you,
Might as well
brother.
get you a
Yeah.
chain. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you represent, baby.
Come on,
you know what I'm
come
saying?
on.
You
Yes,
and
sir.
Butterscotch. Might have to get two. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Because
gonna
Butterscotch
get a chair.
got,
I'm gonna give me a chair. I'm gonna give me a chair and be like, baby, you feel me?
Yeah.
You don't know
couple
what this is?
episodes, we got to bring the chair up. Courtesy
You don't know
of
what this
Rotimi.
is?
You don't know what this is?
You don't know what this is? Huh?
You don't know how to sit reverse on this?
Yeah, you know this thing swivel.
Swivel. You don't know how
This thing
to
swivel.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure the dick nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Yes, bro.
Whatever you need, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Anytime, all the time.
Insane.
You know that?
Absolutely. bro.
Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you,
Congratulations,
brother.
man. You
Like
Thank
I
you.
said earlier, it's always great to see when a good guy wins, man.
Thank you, my
and
brother.
you a good dude.
Thank you, brother.
Flat out.
Thank you.
Fuck everything else. You a
Yeah.
good dude, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Always been the same.
My G.
There it
Man,
is.
you fast as hell too.
You're not faster than me.
Hey man,
He is fast.
he's fast, man. Fast dude, man.
And he low to the ground, too. He got a real,
You got this nigga, man.
real running back spirit. Real
Got this nigga out here, man.
real Emmett Smith spirit. This guy.
Slow the
And
ground
he's slew-footed,
fast shit,
too. You know them slew-footed bowleggers.
Hey man, foul that nigga, man. You- Hey, foul that nigga, man.
Follow that nigga, man. Cornerback out Darrell Reeves ass nigga.
Nah, thanks for pulling up on it.
Hey,
you,
I'm
my brother.
Tank.
I'm J Valentine.
And I'm
This-
butterscotch.
Butterscotch. And this is the R&B Money Podcast.
No, it's not. It's butterscotch army. I'm gone. Bye-bye.
Make some noise for Rotimi.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was great.
R&B Money.